Sometimes I have days where I'm unmotivated and not really feeling like doing the things that I need to do. A few days ago, I had a breakthrough that helped me reframe everything and let go of procrastination. So I'm going to share it today in hopes that it can help you too. Hey y'all, how you doing? It's me, Geraldine Convento. I'm known as the entrepreneur guide, web and SEO expert. I have to admit, over the years, I've had a lot of struggle with procrastination and have really learned to embrace that as just a part of my habit. I mean, every time I do the work, I'm killing it. So the deliverables aren't late, they're just done last minute and they're done really well. I still wasn't able to shake the feeling of that there were certain tasks that I needed to do that I didn't really feel like doing. Or maybe it just wasn't as fun as meeting with clients or any of the other tasks that I was doing. So I was driving down the freeway and there's this phrase that my dad used to always say to me. And it was every time I'd go to the kitchen to eat, he'd always say, wash your dishes, do it now, don't do it later. And of course, as a teen or a kid, I wasn't trying to wash no dishes. I'd always say, Dad, I'll just do it later. Now, as an adult, of course, it's a lot different for me. I will wash my dishes, and I always think about my dad telling me to do things right away. And I get that having a clean house means having a higher vibration and having a lot more space to complete the things that you need to do. When I was driving down the freeway, I all of a sudden drew a correlation between what my dad said to do it now versus the things that I have to do in every single moment. There's only now. There is no later because anything can happen from moment to moment by doing something now. And most importantly, choosing that one thing that you're going to do right now based on your priorities, nobody else's priorities, is worth gold. Because if you're deciding that this one thing that I'm going to do right now is the highest priority and nobody is telling me to do it, I'm doing it because it's a part of what I do, then there's no guilt. There is no hassle. There's no burden to carry because you're not doing it for anybody else. And I can't speak for you. I say this for myself because I run my own businesses. So in reality, I could do tasks in any order that I want as long as I trust and know that it's going to get done on time. I have reframed that doing things right now is a choice. It's not because what somebody else said I need to do. It's not because it's part of a big project and I don't want to do the project. I absolutely want to deliver the best work. I get to choose what I do right now. So if I choose to do a 5 minute stretch before I do a task, I'm going to do that. If I choose to do one task versus another, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to take responsibility for the timing of which that I complete things because only I can be responsible for my own timing and my own performance. At that moment, when I thought about this, it made so much sense to me that my dad taught me this lesson. Of course, he was speaking of something literal, washing dishes. However, I feel like intuitively, he was teaching me a lesson that doing something now was a lot better than doing something later. And the way I interpret that now is that there is no later. There's only now. Make the right choices for yourself in this moment. Make sure it feels good. And if it doesn't, then perhaps for the next moment or for the next project that you're going to take on, you really need to reconsider for yourself what you want to do and what you don't want to do. But at the end of the day, you're responsible for yourself. Just like I'm responsible for myself, and then I shouldn't feel guilty for doing one thing over another because I chose that. I have to be responsible for that choice. So I'm hoping that this advice helped you to reframe tasks or procrastination in some way, just as it did for me. And if it doesn't, if you want to continue this conversation in the comments, I'm down for that too. This is Geraldine Convento, the entrepreneur guide, web and SEO expert, signing off. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.